on this lovely Thursday morning. Good morning. Stretched out. I'm gonna be yawning a lot today. Yeah. Just make all these sorts of sound effects. Ooh-ha. Me oh my. We're getting up. We're still waking up. Good. Happy Thursday. This is Ball Deluxe. This is a game I'm developing. We're gonna make some levels. Our goal today is to make 4. If we're lucky, we could even get to a 5th. But our goal is 4. Let's see what we made last time. Let's play the levels we did last time. So I turned off the music in-game because it's pretty sporadic, especially when we're making levels. There's no music, so right now I just got some chill beats playing. So last time we made 4 levels. There are 10 worlds in the game. Start off at fossil fuels. It's a game where the theme is power plants. So you are moving from different types of power plants, and as you kind of progress through the game, just different gimmicks that each power plant introduces. And you're essentially creating energy, destroying all the cubes, all the bricks on screen. The first level we made last time was in solar, and it was called Not a Sponsor. So the solar gimmick is that when you hit a light with a color, it destroys all bricks of that color. This one's called Not a Sponsor because it's the Nike logo. Boom, boom. So you can see, oh, blue light is shining. Bop, bop, bop. And of course, this is kind of redundant doing this. So if I went and got yellow bricks, now yellow and blue makes green. So I could do that. I could destroy the yellow bricks by just making it all yellow. I could also go in here and hit them like that. Now the question is, like, how do I get the last few here? Well, you could hit them like that. If I needed to get this one, I can combine these 2 lights to make green. And then I can combine this one to make green. You're like, there's like one more. How do I get that? Well, there's this block here you can rotate. And now I can go get a yellow. And hit that one too. That was the first level we made last week. And by last week, I mean 2 days ago. If we go back to the menu, we're going to go to the second level we made, which is in nuclear. And the second level we made 2 days ago was called Switching Lanes. Nuclear has bigger bricks, so when they explode, you get big explosions. So this one kind of gives you an opportunity to choose which lanes you want to go in and try to utilize those big bricks. So bop bop. I could be like bop bop. And then I could take this one, bop, and you see that one had a bigger explosion. Oh, I broke my combo. Now I have to get it again. And then, now that I have a combo up, boom, one's bigger. I can do a blue one here too. Boom. Pretty cool. And that one I didn't use it on the big brick. That probably would have ended the level. That's okay. There we go. Currently, these ranks, we haven't set them yet. These are kind of generic ranks that were just copied and pasted across all levels. The second part of the game will be to playtest all these levels that we make and try to get the ranks set for actual playtesters, in which case the ranks will be set even further. So that was the second level, switching lanes. The third level we did was called Migration. This is biomatter, biofuels. I keep calling it biomatter rather than biofuels. I think biomatter is from a board game called Underwater Cities. Biofuels, these little white cubes on screen. These are eventually going to be flowers. And when you hit the flowers, pollen would come out, colorizing the surrounding bricks to the color that you are. So this looks pretty straightforward here. However, the bricks on the outside are going to be moving. So it's going to make it a lot trickier. Right now it's using tracks because that's what was in an action platformer. That art will also be updated soon to be like waterways, because that's supposed to be from Hydro. The hydro plant is supposed to have like waterways, rivers, moving things around. Let's try Migration. I think this is the hardest level we made 2 days ago. So you can see I can hit this one and then that one turns red. And now you got these bricks here. I'll just be patient. Go around the side. Make all those red. Now see, I could change them to be different colors. Doing pretty good. Make all those red. Oop. Oh, there's a lot going on. Okay. See, even if you kind of keep changing the colors, if you keep hitting the pollinator bricks with combo, the oh, like that. The combo makes the pollen go out further. So now I kind of have to wait for a cyan because I broke it. That's okay. So this is definitely a harder level. This is all good. There we go. The last level that we made 4 of them last time. We're going to try to make 4 today. Is we did geothermal. And in geothermal, we'll go to our level, which is called convection. This one is a simple design. When you hit one of these rings on the outside, it turns you into fire. This is again more art that will need to be created. It's just the little fire pits, flickering fire pits. And when you're on fire, you can destroy any energy brick until you hit a wall. Now, because the fire is against the walls of the stage, you'll maintain your fire even when you hit the wall because you'll get the fire right back. So if we take a look at that, you can see it become on fire. And again, that's a temporary little image on top of me that looks red. So you're like, well, that's kind of slow. Well, if I go in here, I can get combo and defeat them that way too. Bricks. Defeat them. Destroy them, defeat them. Cool. So it's a fun way. There's different ways to beat it. I also haven't been using turbo, which is essentially just holding down spacebar. I'm doing keyboard controls right now. So it allows you to move faster, and a big part of this game is constantly varying your speed. There you go. 1668. So those are the 4 levels we made last time. And our first level today is in the top right corner of the screen, over that way. it's going to be a wormholes level. This is one we started thinking about at the very end of 2 days ago, but now we have some time. And kind of after making 4 levels, and after 2.5 hours, you're like, oh, I got no creative juices left. So let's take a look at an example of a wormholes level. I think one's Snapback's a good one. So in wormholes, you have oh, that's interesting. Did I mean to put that red one at the bottom? I must have. You have portals, wormholes, warps, whatever you want to call them, linked to each other. So the same direction that you enter one, you'll enter it that way. So if I enter this portal this way, I'll just immediately go towards the orange brick. Same here, if I go down into this, it'll go down into the blue, up into the red, it'll go up into the red. And you can constantly go back and forth. So you can see that you can get your colors over here, and that corresponds to different areas of color around the stage. So if I go here and go in here, I can get these now. Oop. And now you can see I'm kind of going back between these, which is kind of cool. Let's say I want to get the blue ones. Now I can take that portal out there. Get all those. And now I'm like, oh, I need to get the red. Well, oh no, I'm the wrong color. But now I can warp back out and get the red ones. Now I could just skip them all, but if I wanted to be a little bit quicker, be a little sneaky like that. And then these, it's like, there we go, we made our way out. So it's a very tricky mechanic. Let's take a look at one more that has them. Which one did we not do last time? Control panel? That one has lights. Let's skip that. Let's do dandelions. So this dandelions is tricky. It has the biofuels, the flowers, pollinators over here. And you start out with just yellow. And you're like, how do I get the green ones? Well, you can warp in here, and you can see here there's a way to get green. So you can go get green, come back, and then start hitting these green ones. Alternatively, you could take the yellow in here, hit this, and start turning these into yellow. Like, for example, you could hit this brick and start hitting them that way. So it's a little bit of a trickier stage. Not as straightforward. So here, it's probably better that I get green. Escape. Now that my combo's up, I can hit these, and the distance is extended for the pollinators. It even extends pretty far over once you get your combo up. And now this is more of a, yep, I was just trying to avoid it. There is the red one over there too. You see the red warp. This one might need a little bit of design work. There's some real jank to it. It's okay. Alright, so that's what we're going to do first, is let's go ahead and make one. All of that apple juice. Alright, so we have Firebringer. It's that. I'll get a sense of what I've made before, so we're not redoing things. Control panel was the lights. Meteor storm. Said 2 rows. bob and weave. With that. Snapback, equilibrium, warp pods. Yep. Space horse. I like my space horse. We made a birthday cake. Happy birthday. Alright. So there's 5 more to make, but the last level is always a boss level. It's also transmutation. That one's pretty cool. Alright. Let's go. So here's a blank level. So we can go. We can put platforms anywhere. I'm just going to put them out of bounds here so that if the level accidentally starts and there's no bricks on screen, it won't trigger level end. So now we have a blank slate. We can go into our save level 140. There we go. I need to clear it. Alright, so we have a completely blank slate to be able to do whatever we want. Woo! I think I want to introduce another prior mechanic in this one. So I can take a look at my level list, which is just in Excel. Hey man, Excel's a nice tool. And if I go down to our wormhole levels here, you can see a list of them. If I scroll to the right, what I like to do is keep track of like what colors we're using so that as I make levels, there's a good distribution of colors. We got 6 different colored bricks. I try to label them with a few simple tags. Tricky just basically means, okay, this is like a puzzle level that is hard, but not like strictly like you have to go one route. A puzzle is more of a straightforward, like there is a best possible way to do it. You're trying to puzzle that out. Speed is more so like, okay, this can be beaten really quickly, and generally you're always holding down the turbo button. And then picture is something that looks like something else. So we have a couple picture levels, but not as many in the wormholes world. Also here I'm designating what other mechanics am I using with it. So we have some that are just using the warps, like the one we did a couple days ago. Or actually did, yeah, no, not 2 days ago. This was last Saturday. I can say, okay, what other mechanics am I using? So we did use at least one other mechanic for most of these levels. I kind of want to use see if I can use the fire mechanic again, geothermal. So the one geothermal we did was kind of carrying the fire around to a final point, and I want to see if we can create another fire warps level. So let me go ahead and show this one, and then we'll create another one that uses both fire and warps. So we're going to go to Firebringer. So here we have, this is our, we'll turn on fire here. And essentially, you have to kind of memorize left, right, because if you ever hit any of these walls, your fire will go out. And you need to be able to carry this fire all the way over to the cyan bricks to destroy them at the end. And then you need to go all the way back to hit these two, unless you're a little clever and you can bounce off this wall and kind of sneak in and get them. So here it's going to be going down. I have to go left, left, right, left, right, right. Left, left, right, left, right, right. Let's see if I can do it. Left, left. Nope, I messed up. Alright, so we can get these. Oh, you see it's tricky. There we go. Alright, so left, left, right, right. There we go. Now you can also do that holding down turbo. I think the quickest time for this, I think these are actually legitimate times, is a sub 4 seconds. I think you can do it in less than 4 seconds. I'm not going to try to do that at the moment because that took me a lot of attempts. But essentially hold down space bar. That's not the way you want to do it. Hold down space bar. And if you do it right, you can do it. I'm not doing it right now. But yeah, that was the way we used fire and warps first. So let's go over here and make a new one. So we're gonna go and these are where our warps are. So like 1's connected to 1. 4 is connected with 4. 7 is connected with 7. Let's think. This is where we do the Jimmy Neutron. Think. Brain blast. Sometimes it's like you're doodling, and when you doodle, you're like, oh, that's a good idea. Other times it just kind of comes to me. So last time we had barriers that we were going through. Like, oh, you go through that, you can come over here. Because like, why else would you be using warps if there wasn't like some sort of barrier involved? What if you had to use fire to get to the warp to bring back a color to hit the bricks here? But the fire itself wasn't enough to destroy all the bricks. You had to constantly go and get the colors and bring them back. And it's like a... I see it. I got it. Brain blast. Alright. So what we're going to do... Get rid of these. Let's do a quick check for what colors I want to use. Got plenty of red. Got a little bit of orange, blue. Let's use another yellow. We are going to be using a few different colors. Okay. So we're going to have a bounds. And the bounds are going to be color coordinated. And I want there to be something like this. So I'm just going to draw this bounds with cyan for now. And I think I want it a little bit wider. Okay, there's going to be warps on the edges of them. Let's use a different color. Just say green. We'll go out here. Make this a little bit more space. Green will go out here. The warps themselves aren't like, they don't give you color like color bricks. Okay. Not a big fan of using green and green. So that can get you over there. Why do you want to get over here? Oh, that was a little too far. What color was that? 6? 8? Oh, I messed up. Alright, so there's a little bit of symmetry going on there. Just give me a second, this music's a little bit loud. Okay. So, I am going to start in here, and I'm going to have to warp. Basically, this is going to be cut off. And there's going to be 4 different colors as well. So let's say one of them is cyan. It's going to look like that. We can choose the other colors too. Why don't we do a yellow, gold. We can make them a little bit bigger like that. That's fine. And we can do a little bit of symmetry. And over here we have green. And then on the other side, we have red. Red or orange? I like red. Okay. So these are how we're going to get our colors, because you can't get through here. These will let us get back to here. Now the red, which is the gold bricks, is going to need to get over here. So this is somewhat similar to the other one. I wanted their ability. Oh, wait. Maybe this is a tricolor. I was thinking of a way, well, maybe do a different level like that, where you use the fire to get in order to warp and bring colors out. But here I'm just going here to get the color. Now this will work. It might not be what I originally was thinking. This will work. Yeah. And the red ones go over here. Oh yeah. Cool. Cool. I wonder if you could hit this. Probably not. But if you went like bop 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 bop, shoo, or you went shoo, like the red goes shoo, or the green goes shoo. Yeah, this is turning into something. This is a thing. And then because this is here, we could also, if we want to, just a little bit more. All right. So what is the idea behind this level that we just made? So let's get rid of these two up here. We don't need these anymore. The gist is that this warp is tied to this. You can go here and hit this. Oh, I guess this might be blocking it. All right, let's remove those for now. Let's just to see if this core concept works. This can go up to the fire. Once you get the fire, you can now plow through anything. So you're gonna go up here. You'll hit this wall, but you'll be yellow. So then you go pop, 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 pop. And then you could go back technically into the green, go pop, and do the same thing over there. Or now you have access to red or green because you've opened the way, etc. Yeah, there you go. So bop, 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 bop. And now I can go zoom, bop. And then what if I go to the green one? And I was like, oh, I'm green now, bop. And now I'm yellow. That works pretty good. And then, you know, if you wanted to, you could just use the fire to get these. But I could go to cyan and be like, oh, I'm red now. Bop, bop. And then for green, now that I've opened them all up. Oh. You could just get the greens and come all the way over. No, I did that real slow, like, because it's twisty. But that was pretty good. It worked. Let's try it again. What if I just completely ignore the warps and just use fire? How much can I remove with the fire? Not a lot. Some. Wait, what color am I? Oh, I'm yellow. So if I just ignore, now I can go over here and get red. Nope. Oh yeah. Yeah, this one's properly twisty. I like it a lot. Whee! Woo! No! Yeah, warps is crazy. Alright, this is not bad. I think this symmetry helps. Okay, so how can we make it better? Let's see. I could extend the bounds of these a little bit and make them more centered. Just give you a little bit more space. I think that's probably the best thing here. Let's do that. Let's also kick off some more tune skis. Looks like we're all out. No, it just said continue playing, please. Sometimes it just wants to be like, Hey, are you really listening? I'm like, yeah, I was listening. So we can move this down. And then this one, let's do that at the end. Yeah. Cool. So we can move it. Oh, that's... We don't want you to start on the warp. I can do that. There you go. That one can be slightly different. Everything else is pretty good. If you wanted this full, you could, you know, just a better aesthetic to fill it up. Yeah. 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 Just to keep saying yeah to convince myself. Alright, so let's go get green. Oh. Ooh, I got yellow now. I got green again. Woo. And then where's red? Oh, and cyan. Whee! And then yellow. Oh, that one's harder to get now. To do the cheese way. It's a good level. It's fun. What are we calling this thing? Four corners. Classic. Let's call it four corners. Do I have anything in here already that's a corner? No. That level's called Trigger Point. I will call this one Four Corners. I guess we're doing camel case. We got cool. First level completed. Nice. Okay, we can do a solar level next, a biomatter level, or an omega level. That would be our first omega level, by the way. We've yet to create any omega levels, which are using any number of mechanics in any number of ways. Right now, we're always I'm limiting myself to two. The mechanic of the world, and then potentially using any mechanic from prior worlds. So, where do we want to go? I could do solar. Light it up. Let's play this one more time. Let's beat our time of 50 seconds. Pew, pew. No! Why'd I hit that? Pop. Boop. Go over here. And get the green ones. Go wee. And get the yellow. Oh no! No! Cool. I need red now. Getting over here. Nope. It never actually hit the brick. There it is. Woohoo! 44 seconds! Cool. Yo, 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 Josh. Let's do lights. Lights, camera, action. We got 5 more lights levels to go. Oh, I guess Morse code is kind of this isn't a real level. 6. This was just an experiment, and I looked up Morse code that would say Morse code, and then didn't have an idea after that. So that one, it's on the back burner. Okay, let's make a solar level. Do 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 do. It's not auto playing. Come on now. I don't know. Well, what you gonna do? The game's secret level. That'd be fun. Alright. Let's just put these up there for now. And this is 44. So before we make a level, let's take a look at what we've done before. Just get a sense of it. This is more for me. Dynamite. Yep. 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 Depth. Oh yeah, that one's pretty cool. Bowie bots. Infiltration. Yep. It's all around us. That's a good one. That's a good one. Morse code. We made a jack-o'-lantern. It's a pumpkin. Not a sponsor. This is the dumb one we did last time. It works. Okay. One of my favorite levels that I did a short of recently was a nuclear light level, which was nocturnal. So in this level you have to avoid the lights, which I think is a cool idea. Maybe I'll do a similar one, except not with nuclear bricks. I guess a lot of instances you have to avoid them, but here, if you hit a light, it's destroying bricks. And if you destroy them, well, now it's impossible to get a combo big enough to take out all the yellow bricks. So now the level's unbeatable. You lose. So, oops, I meant to do a restart. So in order to win, you have to make sure you're only hitting the bricks and not the lights. Like that. Just messed up. Yeah, I think it's over. Yeah, even if I hit this one, there would have been one left. It was Jover. Dope. And you can't lose combo. It's a hard level. So I want to do something similar. But maybe with just more bricks. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Sort of away. Yeah. Can you only get an S rank? Oh, no. I haven't set up ranks for the level yet. The ranks, are going to be pretty tight, but yeah, there's a few different ways to go through it, and you can kind of take your time. Usually the S ranks are going to have to be using like turbo to go faster at certain points to like really shave off like a second or two. But that's a good question. Let's see here. I want them to be facing down. I think that'd be kind of cool. What if it's just the ceiling and the floor? Okay, I have an idea. Really is like Jimmy Neutron, where I just like go like this. You just close your eyes for a little bit. You visualize. Really good on stream. Just think. Okay, I'll see you now. Everything's clear. So what I want is kind of staggering lights a little bit. I'm gonna do something like this. And we'll flip them. And the idea is that we're going to be wanting to not hit the lights here, because that will make the combo, I think this will be a speed level. You kind of want to be able to hit the combo, but if you hit a light, it'll somehow mess up. Figure it out. I have an idea. Trust me. So we want like something like this. Like this is the play area. And we have some space on the outside to move around. And you'll have a way to get in there. Might just be like this. I could move these back, but we'll see. Yeah. And let's get a blue one. I'm gonna do something like this. On the other side, we'll do. Let's take a look at what colors we've used. Zoop. We'll go up to yellow. The lights. I mean, right up here. We used a lot of blue. You should probably not be using blue. Orange, red, yeah, anything but blue. Too many blue in the solar. Let's do red. Zoop. Zoop. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna get the basic idea of the level down, and then we're gonna, this actually goes further down. So this right over here is redundant because it's not doing a whole lot. This looks a little bit similar to a level we did the other day, but let's think about how lights could be important here. So if I wanted to hit this light, what would that do? Essentially, you could just go pop, 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 and all the lights would go pop, 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 pop. So this would be a very trivial level right now if we did this. A specific color to signal that there might be a reason to avoid a block. Not really. Partially avoiding a block if you're like, the blocks light up for the color that you want. So any block that isn't lit up is kind of how we're training players as you play the game to not hit them. But I mean, you could add more visual cues if you wanted like that initial learning curve to be a little bit quicker or more apparent. So like right now this would be trivial because I could just go like this. I can go in here. Here, you can see like the lights just go pew pew. So it's not really a level. It's more of just, I hit the blocks, good job. It's a very beginner level. I keep doing that. So what we want to add is a little bit of trickiness to it. Oh, to not do something to succeed. Yeah, maybe. It'd be like, there are certain things that was considered at the beginning, like spikes and stuff, like obvious things to avoid. There hasn't been a point where I needed to get to that yet, though. Where like, oh, avoid this thing. Like usually, like you play the level one time, you're like, oh, I need to avoid the thing. What I don't like is I don't like how close these lights are. So let's change that. I kind of like the staggered approach though. Okay. So what could the benefit of these be? This is where I'm like just drawing something that looks cool and then trying to fit a mechanic into it. Let's use cyan. Oops. Yeah, I could see that. Now, if you are bouncing around up here, Okay. One, two, one, two. Do a little bit of symmetry to start. Almost. It's so close. Womp womp. Could just do this. Boop, boop. And what we're gonna do, Scooby-Doo, is this. I'm gonna make this a little higher. And we're actually gonna move these lights back. It looks cool, but practically speaking, it's not giving you enough room to move. Yeah. And do the same over here. Okay, so the idea behind this is that you can use the lights to go bop, 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 bop. Then you use the red ones to go bop, 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 bop. Or you could potentially just get enough combo with hitting the cyan ones that maybe the combo is quicker than just using the lights. Hard to say. Let's see if this works. So you can go like bop, get the combo up. And now I'm like, ooh, red. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, hit that, and you can go, boom. Oh, I missed it. Oh, that's interesting too. You hit one, and then it's like, oh, it doesn't matter anymore. That's kind of fun though. In and of itself. Let's try it again. Oh my gosh! Make restart level the default. That is a small bug. Is that it's not resetting to the pause menu, or the restart menu is not resetting to the original selection. What if we just try to do all lights? Can I do it? So I go boom, boom, dope. Oh, because I'm not hitting the one directly below it. Oh. I'm hitting the ones to the left of it. Try it one more time. Jack! Oh, that's hard. You gotta move and then stop. And then move and then stop. Maybe clean it up after. Alright, let's see if we can get a... Dude! A sub 10. Get the color. Mm-hmm. That's not a sub 10. I gotta use speed. Alright, this level almost works. It's almost fun. It's almost. I think it would be more fun if there was something that was if these weren't not quite so symmetrical. Lots of things are almost fun, yeah. So you can go bop bop bop, and then the last ones are free. Maybe bop bum. Like that. And maybe like these ones in here. Oh, that would be devious. Alright, I got it. Do you see it? It's hugs and kisses, X's and O's. It's devious now. So now if you go and you do it, you're like, oh, it lights up the whole thing. But now if I light up that, you hit the X. So you can't do them all the same way. You would need to go like this. You would need to hit this one and then, yeah. Sometimes the difficulty of whether it's hard is whether you're trying to get the S rank or whether the level itself is hard to beat, period. So like this one I think would be probably S rank, but like beating the level itself within a time limit, probably not too bad. But like if I go like this, now in order to hit this, I want to go here, hit one, and then come over. Oh, that messes with your head so much. Oh my goodness. Alright, I have to be able to do it. Oh. Is there a better way to do that? You know what I'm gonna do is give a little bit of grace here. Just do that. So you go bop, boom, bam, then bop, bop. And then there it is. And then you can go back and hit these. Yeah. And then you gotta clean them up. Alright, now there's a real... There's gotta be a fast way to do this. It's cool. Thank you. Alright, let's see if we can beat a sub 30. So you go boom, and then bop, 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 bop. And then no. Ah. Oh, you can just go over. Oh. Okay. So you can just go. Oh, oh. No, I had it. It's so good. All right. Boom. Bah. Oh, I missed it. Oh my gosh. The S rank is going to be brutal. Boom. And I'm taking my time, but it would be like do 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 do. I missed it. That. And then dum. Oh. Boom. All right, let's see if we can get a sub 20. So it's boom. Yep. Perfect. No! Ooh, sub 20. Let's make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. We'll just round it out. Pretty good. Now, is there a way for you to do red first? Is that the secret strat? Because you could just ignore combo. And then go boom, boom, boom. Both work. I think it makes sense to do this first. Okay. This is not easy. This is going to take a lot of playtesting to get an S rank. Time. S rank's got to be probably sub 10? Maybe sub 15. Like a sub 20 feels good, but a sub 20 feels like an A rank to me, not an S rank. Try a couple more times. It's a good level though. Boop. Alright, just who cares about combo? Combo is for suckers. So I'm trying to maintain combo for later. But what if I just don't care? Welcome back. Alright. Yeah, that was quicker. Can't wait for the novelization of this universe. Hey, veteran. Hey, Dano. Hey, man, once there's a few games out in the Blister Blight universe, Josh, who's chatting here, he has a lot of good lore. Let's just put it that way. He would take the lead on that. Let's try this again. Do I name each level? Yeah. This one's Hearts and Kisses. Hugs and kisses. X's and O's. Alright, this is a fun level. I haven't figured out how to beat it optimally. I have an idea. I can get sub 20. But, haven't been able to figure out how to get better than that right now. Alright, I think we're done here though. Gotta move on. This is Valentine's themed. We got a pumpkin themed. I actually have Halloween, Valentine's, Christmas. Here, I'll show the other themed ones. I have a flag. I'll show all the themed ones. You haven't seen the themed ones. Let's go ahead and name this level. Oh, even the other themed one is in here. Hugs and kisses. It's not really a picture. Sorta, kinda. Okay, so I can go to the jack-o'-lantern one, which I made 2 days ago. It's a pumpkin. This one's speed. I did not do it good. Whee! I do have levels with blocks that change color. That is the biomatter world. That's world 6. Which is this one. Biofuels. I keep saying biomatter. Biofuels. So I can show that. What's a good one here to show it? Wave shift is a good one. So the white bricks here will eventually be flowers. And when you hit the flower, pollen will kind of poof out. And it will change the bricks around it. And as your combo goes up, that poof effect has a greater radius. So here, you can essentially change quickly all the colors. So you can see how it changed to blue. And as I hit those, there's no visual effect yet. That's just a to-do item. But you can now make them all blue. And if I was like, oh, oops, now they're red. And now they're blue again. And now they're red. So that's how the pollinators work. We also have these here. So if you wanted to get in that way, you could. So that's how we change color. It's introduced about halfway through the game. Our other Christmas one is in the very first world, or other holiday one. I think it's here. Festive? There it is. It's a Christmas tree. Thanks. Yeah, it's a pretty fun mechanic. And then my flag is also in this world. I think I showed this last stream or last Saturday for Flag Day. What flag is that? You get 10 seconds to look up or figure out what flag this is. What country? The answer is Swaziland? Nope. It does start with an S, though. The answer is Seychelles. Is this flag? Classic. So here we can change all the colors of the Seychelles flag. Obviously. Ah, come on. It's not what you're not supposed to go down first. You can kind of attempt to do it though. Now you're like, yellow! They're all yellow! Boom! The flag of Seychelles. Or is it Seychelles? I'm not sure. Ooh. The red. Is that what you're gonna retire when the game takes off? Yes. I don't know. I was making a level and I wanted to make a flag using these 4 colors. So I think I looked at, like, you know, one of those posters or whatever that has all the flags of the world. And I saw Seychelles. And I was like, that's a beautiful flag. What an amazing flag. I can make that. Seychelles. Almost like seashells. Yes. So that's my other themed level. I don't think I have any other holiday themes yet. But there's some. Okay, so we're going to knock off our little quest list here at the top right, which is a little hard to read, but it's fine. We just made a solar level. We're going to make 2 more. So let's go ahead and make one of these biomatter levels. Biofuels. We're not playing underwater cities. Biofuels. Boxing Day. Groundhog Day. Alright, so we had this one. This just teaches it. Right after Christmas. Here are reticles. Yeah, it's a simple one. Wave shift, we just showed that. The logo, this is just the Quasico Games logo. Put in QG. Our flag. This one's pretty cool. It uses both lights and biomatter. Yeah, get some holidays from other countries. This is our cool snake. I really like that. Shooting stars, a little bit of chaos, but you can change the colors of the bits. Migration, this is one we made last time. Which I don't think you guys were on stream when I showed this off. So we'll go ahead and this is a combination moving and bio level, so you can do this. It is hard. This is a hard one. But the idea is it gets a little bit easier if you can get your combo up. And even if you switch colors, it's not the end of the world. Because you can keep changing the colors of the birds. Dope. Unlike that. It's a harder one for sure. Okay. Let's make a new one. This is technically level 90 or 6-10. I mean, we're on a roll of doing themed levels. The last one was totally accidental. Alright, this is 90. Boxing Day, Groundhog Day, 4th of July. I mean, we've had plenty of things that are like explosions that go boo. Little stretch. The creak of the chair. Yeah, we're in Pollen World. We're gonna use the pollen mechanic. For sure. Earth Day. Oh, we do have a recycling one. Just remembered. Which one is that? I think it was in the second world, actually. There you go. Earth Day. Recycling logo. It's not the Earth, but it's something. I could try to make a globe. It's a little bit hard, but we could try. Recycling is not Earth Day, but the Earth likes it. All right, let's take a look at a globe. A globe. Ah, the Earth. See, that's all wrong. It's supposed to be flat, like this. Okay, so blue. We got green. Let's just do this. This website uses cookies. Yummy. All right, which view of the world do we want here? Here's our Earth. What's the angle that we're going to be going for? I mean, from our US-centric view of the world, we're always like, the Earth looks like this. And most people that live on this side of the planet, like, the Earth looks like this. This is the Earth. This is where most people live. You should see the bottom of the Earth. Ooh, the shade. Ooh, the sun. The top. That's the North Pole. Let's do some like this. We want to be able to at least see, like, I like Africa. Africa is probably my favorite aesthetic country. Look at that. This looks so good. So we can make Africa, and then we'll do blue around it. Maybe get Madagascar in there somewhere. Bless the rains down in Africa. Alright, let's try that out. Here's our space. Okay. Surely Africa is golden. We're gonna go, they're golden. Alright, so we're gonna make Africa. It's like a L. No. It's like an L if L was like that. If you just it's Africa Day. One win at a time here. The saddest Africa. Alright, we need to make it smaller. We need to... Let's make our world first. Let's make our blue world. Alright, we'll make our Earth. 6 across. When you make a circle in pixel art, which essentially we're just doing pixel art, it's just symmetry. This is the Earth if it was spinning rapidly. Did you know that the Earth is actually not spherical? It's oblong because of the magnetic fields and the rotation of the Earth. That's a sweet Earth. Let's do this. 6, 3, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. We're doing it now. Doing it on twitch.tv. I can go a little further. This is if I just took the Earth and I went, ugh, ugh, just kind of smushed it. No one's gonna die on our beautiful Earth. Look at that. It's our football Earth. This is if the Earth was spinning real fast. All right, so that's our beautiful Earth. And now we have to fill it with our globe. This is 90. Let's do that. Let's go back to our globe. Now let's find a good shot. South America is, we all know South America is just Africa Junior. You know, in Pangea, they were separated. That's a good view. Let's view it. Let's zoom out a little bit, just a wee little bit. I don't know. I kind of like this. I like seeing little, like the edge of Africa, like having a little Madagascar going on, a little bit of Australia. Like I said, most people's view of the globe are like this, because most people live in India and China. So, let's do a little Madagascar. That'll be the yellow. Zoop. I realized that when I tab over and I tab back, unless I minimize this, you guys have just been looking at the Earth the whole time. Here's our Earth. Okay. So we're gonna have a little bit of Madagascar right down there, right? And then we're gonna have Africa coming up, and it's kind of like, uh-oh. If I don't close the editor, I'm clicking around. These blocks will be everywhere. We'll know if we can beat the level or not if I accidentally put out like a block on the edge of the screen. So we're gonna go back, and we're gonna go up, and we're gonna create like this boundary. It's like a cat. Do you guys see the cat? Oh no, it's a fox. Look. It's like a little dog fox. Here its ears. And this is where its eye would be, and then its nose. And this is the little wind thing, is this little paw holding up Australia. This is the back of its head. I never knew the Indian Ocean was a fox. Okay. Alright, so here's Africa. We have to just create a fox, essentially. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, the fox's head goes down like that. We need to create the fox's head a little bit higher up. Different colors for the continents. That's a good idea. Let's make the continents first, and then see if we can do different colors. There's Madagascar. And the fox is going down. And then we got, you know, the edge of China, Indonesia, Philippines. So then there's some islands. And then we got Australia over here. You know, this is a lot harder when you actually have to make something. This is the globe. It's terrible. This is too hard. It's too hard. It's so much easier just to draw Africa. This is why no one does this. Alright, let's fill it in. Maybe if we just fill it in. India comes down a bit more. Yeah, it's a little bit more more downy, more pronounced. That's a good point. Like that. There we go. That's sort of an India. We're getting there. And we have like this, you know, the Middle East between Africa and there's a gap. But that gap is important for getting the continent right. So there's like a gap in here. That's sort of us doing it. Madagascar is not as close to India as we're making it out to be. I think we gotta put that a little bit more in like this. Oh, now that's looking like the globe. That's looking pretty good. This is starting to look like the nightly news. That's almost a globe. Now we can save that. I mean, look at this. And then look at that. I mean, come on. It's pretty good. Maybe just a little bit of a tilt. See more of our fox that I will never be able to unsee. Now, we've made the nightly news globe. Now what? How do we make this playable? So, we are using biomatter. we somewhat arbitrarily chose our globe to be in the biomatter. Then again, biomatter, biofuels, Earth Day, it's all the thing. So we want the flowers to be part of the level. We also need to be able to get in there somehow. This whole thing could actually be a pretty good one for Omega. Because Omega, the final world, uses any number of mechanics. You're not just limited to 2. So I think I actually want to do this in Omega, not in the biofuels world. because you could use like a warp on the outside to get inside. This would allow us to use the biofuel stuff. It could also use potentially lights or rotation in here. Let's think about that. So first let's do this. We need a way to get blue. If we just do the edge of the globe with some blue. And then the yellow. You don't like Antarctica? It gives me some context. Oh, that could be our bio. It's white. It's perfect. Our flowers will eventually be white and then turn color. Wait, I gotta get the platforms first. Ah, there you go. It's so unhelpful though. The mechanic doesn't. It's literally around no blocks. It's not. It's not. What if we did it like the world's freezing over? So you just have ice everywhere. This is like the uh-oh world, or the OG world. Look, we just got ice on our continents. Yeah, rotation could work too. All right, so this can get us in here. We're gonna need some yellow. Maybe just like the tips could be yellow of our continents. These are gonna always be able to be hit here. You know, it's playable now. Let's do it. Boop, boop. Bam, bam. The world must become blue. Cool. I also realize it's impossible for me to get those ones like I did unless you use a combo. So that is a thing that okay. Oh, there's one more over here. Boop. It works. Yeah, you're flooding the world. That's good. So these are tricky here, that if you don't hit these with combo, like these 4 bricks are impossible to hit right now. I do like the idea of making it not an impossible level if we wanted to show a little bit of flexibility. You could just add some rotation bricks here at the edges. And now these are not technically impossible to hit. Let's try it again. You could also theoretically just go boop and play it this way. So playing it this way is often a little bit tricky if you're not used to it. And you're like, boom. I make it blue. But it makes more sense to be yellow. So like, if I do it this way, then you can see that unless I get a really big combo, that last one is impossible to hit. So you would have to go, pew. That the Suez Canal is open ocean. Oopsie. All right, how can we improve our ice world? It works. It works. Having a lot of ice here doesn't allow you to combo into these. I think that's somewhat interesting. I don't know. I think I would have to play test it a bunch to see how quickly we can do it. So right now our best is 43. Really? I think we can get a sub 25. Boop. Boop. Oh, when did I become blue? I'm an idiot. You're not an idiot. You just made a mistake. Dope. Stupid world. There are a lot of bricks though, which means that the combo level ability, yeah, is great. And there's just enough to cause some disorder. All right. That's a good question. Is it bad not having combo? Some levels are, even earlier ones, you can technically fail. I think partly going into the level, it's whether it's somewhat like part of the level design that you can fail it, or whether it's just a consequential thing of just like you placing a brick somewhere because it looks cool. If they serve a dual purpose here, where like it's fun to also attack the level from this angle, then I think that's fun too. Like here, you can sort of work your way down a little bit here, if you wanted to play it this way. So I don't think it's completely like, you know, outside the realms of good game design. Because like here, you know, I can play it from the sides, and it might even be quicker, depending on maintaining combo. Where's the last one? Oh, you. Scroll. Yeah, sometimes it feels like you're losing time if you're changing direction. I think if you get more adept at the game, it's just another avenue to do something faster. But I think they would take a good amount of playtesting to decide whether it's useful or not. One other level that you can fail and it's not immediately apparent. It's one of the earliest levels, actually. We're just going to save that for now. And we'll call it Where are we? Frozen globe. It's the globe with ice. Cool. So let's go back to one of the very first levels. We go to fossil fuels. It's called Yield. Is it called Yield? Where'd he go? Oh, caution. So it's like a caution sign. Now there are these bricks right here. These two and these two you can only hit with combo. However, it's really hard not to win. Melt the world, that's another good one. Because it's so easy with only one color, you're almost guaranteed to do it. So you see I didn't fail. You can also theoretically fail on the bricks on the left and the edges here, because you can see this one right here and this one right here you can't hit. So there are a couple states where you can theoretically fail it, but it's pretty rare. And if you kind of have, because it's a speed level, if you kind of develop your way to get an S rank, you might not encounter it. Like you see how quickly you can just get in there. But it is theoretically feasible to fail. Some levels are designed that you just, it's a puzzle level, you have to do it a certain way. One of the big ones for that is Timing Blast and is it Discharge? No. There's a couple nuclear levels that are like that, not this one. Propulsion? No. I don't think it's actually a nuclear. Oh, it's in geothermal. This one. So, here, if you hit the fire, you lose the combo. So, in this one, if I go here and I hit the fire, oops. Now, theoretically, you could use the fire and very slowly destroy these, but the time on this level is going to be very short. So this is not really an option to do this. The way to beat the level is by one hit of combo. And to do that, you have to avoid the fire pits. And that's why it's called careful cavitation. So once you avoid them all... Oh, nope, I messed up. I actually had it. I didn't... You can actually do it really quick too. I think the best ways to do this is bup, 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 bup. Oh, I missed it. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Nope. There it is. Missed it. You can still sneak in. No! It's a pretty hard one. It's brutal on gauntlet mode if you have not if you've not practiced it a lot. Don't! No! It's not this hard though. There it is. And then the big one explodes it all. It's a little hard. Okay. Okay. So here's our beautiful frozen earth, frozen world, flooded world. And let's mark that off. We're gonna make one more level today. Because what time is it? Yeah, we have about time for one more. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a brief break, and I'll be back in a minute, and then we'll make one more world. We're going to do an Omega world, which essentially means anything we want. We're going to combine all and any mechanics. So I'll be right back. We're back. Okie dokie. Hey! Get in position. Alright, this is going to be our first ever Omega World level. I was trying to build out all the levels before doing like the final world, but I think I have enough of an idea of all the different mechanics to start really just going nuts with it. So if we go to Omega, essentially these are going to be the final 16 levels. Ideally, they're fairly challenging or really interesting using any number of mechanics and kind of the big send-off for the game. So, let's do it. All these say like the wrong names because they were copied over, copy and pasted. They should say like Omega 1, Omega 2, Omega 3, but whatever. Level 145. Do, 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 do. All right. 145. Cool. All right. So we can use anything. So I'm just going to put all the mechanics on screen. There's the core mechanic, of course, of just, you know, you change the color, you hit the blocks. Windmills introduces rotation blocks. And then you have solar, introduces solar. Then you have nuclear, which introduces big blocks. That's actually 4. Hydro is moving blocks. I forgot that the size increases of that, but it's not actually the case. So you have these guys. Let's make this. There you go. This will eventually be water, so movement. Then you have big blocks. The speed, the size. That's nuclear. Then you have pollinators, which are in biofuels. So here's the pollinator blocks. After pollinators, you have fire pits, turn you on fire. After that, you have antimatter, which creates a clone of you to move around. Then we have our warps. And then finally we have Omega, which combines these 8 mechanics together. And this can be any number of them. So this is a big ol' question mark. So we kind of have 8 mechanics we can mix and match. And just think of anything interesting. There doesn't need to be a limit on what came first, what came last. Everything at this point in the game are unlocked in terms of what the players learned. So that's a fun little summary here. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that. I like that. Let me do that. Where's the print screen button? Hello? Fine, I won't use print screen. Let's use this. Capture. Yes, please. Nice little summary. Okay. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for tuning in. Your feedback was great. Good to have you here. All right, let's finish this up. And by finish this up, let's make one more level today. Let's see here. We did a couple themed levels today. One that I was not anticipating. Let's see, let's think. It's tricky too, because when I'm making levels for each world, I'm not really thinking about what's the easiest or what's the hardest. Those will eventually be ordered within the worlds. What teaches the mechanic, what assumes you already know it. Let's see. So we started off with warps. We haven't used antimatter in a little while. Mainly because the earlier levels doesn't get to use that. You have different rows. What if we did antimatter and lights and added something additional? I think I could do it. Yeah. So my idea, antimatter splits you up. So you're controlling two characters at once. So if I have a cherry over here, and this over here, the cherry was represented by like a Mario thing from Toad. And if I save this just for funds, when I hit the cherry, I get another guy popping out. And you can see I'm moving both at the same time. Now, what if the guy on the right, or me on the left, needed to clear a way via a light so that this guy on the right could come over this way, or that my guy on the left could come over this way? That would be pretty cool. Let's do it. I'm starting to see it. Now, don't need to do that. Okay. So over here, we're gonna have kind of, I view it as modules. So our first level, we had kind of 4 sections that we're zipping between. I think it would be interesting if this guy had to make his way to the right, and this guy had to make his way to the left. This guy had lights that could shoot down, and this guy had lights that could shoot up. And then maybe on top of that, we would add some geothermal stuff. If we're only going to use 2 mechanics, it's fine. We could add this just to the antimatter world, but let's start putting stuff in. Gotta start sketching out. Normally I don't use a no-name block. These are just like standard blocks that don't do anything. This is just the sake of splitting it apart. So we'll spawn him on the other side, like that. He, our original one, wants to get over here. There's gonna be certain color barriers for him to do it. So say we'll just do blue. So say he needs, maybe there's 2 color barriers for each. Maybe there's a blue one here. And I don't know. We'll just do orange. It's fine. An orange one here. And then maybe this guy is clearing, or he's clearing up color barriers for him. And maybe there is a red one here. And a green one here. Like that. And maybe there's even an additional one. Why not we throw in another one? This is a mega. It's supposed to be crazy. Cool. So we have some color barriers. Now how are those color barriers going to be hit? Via lights. So we're going to have lights here to hit these 2 for blue. Green, red, and yellow. We need one more. So this guy, if he became red, could hit these ones to open up the space for him. But in order for him to help him out first, he needs to get over here. So we need to create a warp in order to get over here. So this is where we're going to be introducing a lot of mechanics, which is great. This is a mega. I can do whatever. This is the final world. So we're going to create a warp. We'll just choose 2. And we'll put that here. Maybe right here. The warp will come over here. And we can make it on the same level if we want. In order for him to go here, in order for him to do that, we want options of colors. So for him, he wants red, green, and yellow. So we're going to go ahead and get that. Yellow. Red. And green. Do I want them all in there? We'll see. That might change. So then this guy could go back here. He could also do the red one here and the yellow one here. How's he going to do the green one? Well, I think that there will be another warp to get in here. On this side. So we can do a wormhole / warp over here. And let's actually make it like that, make it a little bit easier. In order for him to get over here. Now he can technically get between these areas to clear the spaces for all 3 of these. He now needs to clear the spaces for orange and blue. So we're gonna do blue. We'll have blue ones and orange. This is going to be a little bit crazy, more so than you think. Because when any one of these hits a color block, they both change colors to the same one. So let's actually move these back. Then let's do orange and blue. His warp, he needs to be able to get to each of these locations. So we're going to have a warp. Let's use 9. I don't really like the dark green very much unless I really need to use it. The purple one will go all the way to the other side. Maybe like this. Move left. No. It's going to be like this. And then the cyan one is going to come over here. And then we have this space here, which I think is fine to be blank. We have like just a little bit of empty space. Yeah. Technically this could be something too, these in the middle, but let's go ahead and try this out. So right away we're both red. Now if I go to the right, he made me blue. Oh, but that's good. He got the blue over there. Yeah. Orange. Yep. Good. And now we're free. I need to get green. I'm just gonna pay attention to this guy. Oh no, we're orange again. No, we're blue again. Alright, I gotta get the yellow. I gotta get the yellow. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're yellow. He's just skipping between those two. It's fine. we're good. We got the yellow. Now I either need to get the last red. Nope. We're good. Dang it. Why is this orange? Yep. There it is. There it is. And then green. Alright, we're just going to pull him to the left. And then as he doesn't warp... Oh, jeez. No, it became yellow. Wait, why am I yellow? Oh, I became yellow accidentally. Alright, green. We're green. We did it in 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. Got to come up with a better plan. 2 minutes is not going to cut it. It seems red is easy, but red's not easy because the one in the bottom right corner is going to be moving to the right, and he's going to make me orange and blue immediately. I think yellow is the key. I need to get yellow so the bottommost guy can get out and give myself more space. So we're going to work our way from the right to left. We're going to do yellow, then orange, and we're just going to keep going that way. So we're going to do yellow. Oh, jeez. What color am I? Blue? We can do some blue. Blue's good. Orange? Yeah, we can do orange. Oh. There we are. Yeah, we do the bottom ones first. That's great. That's great. Oh. We're stuck. Alright, yellow. Beautiful. Green. Or just red. Red's fine. No! Let's get him over there. Nope. Doop. Ah! Stop. I need more space. All right, I see the problem. I need a little bit more space just to navigate. I think what I'm gonna do is this. I think I'm gonna get rid of these blocks. There we go. This just gives us a little bit more space to get past this wormhole. Same over here. Alright, let's try it now. Alright, we're actually gonna do... We're green? What? Why are we green? Oh, that was actually good. That's actually good. All right. Orange. We can use orange. All right, we're red. We're green now. We're blue. We did get this guy to the right. Oh, we did it. Red. Yeah, we're green. There's got to be a plan. Yeah. Beautiful. Got him stuck over there. Okay. Let's pay attention to the top one now. Good. Blue? We don't want to be blue. Yellow. Yes, 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 yes. No. No, 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 no. I need to get him out. This is so hard. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do this. Beautiful. Alright, yeah, this belongs in the Omega world. Absolutely. Alright, red's left. Red is this one. Whew. You have to be able to, like, divide your mind and be like, alright, what direction are they going? Which one should I focus on? That is twisty. Perfect for Omega World. Let's try one more time. Alright, I can do red. Yeah, he's stuck in the loop. Let him be stuck in the loop. No, 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 no. I'm orange. I'm great. I'm lost in the sauce. Green's good. Green's good. I can do that. Let's go back. We can become yellow. Just gonna do a little bit of one of these. It's nice and easy. It's all about gentle movements. We'll become orange. Boom. Easy. How about some blue? We're blue now. He's gonna go over here. Take out those. And now red. Yep. There it is. Nope. No, 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 no. Back to red. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Don't warp. Don't. We have to keep him to the left. Hit! This red one is really hard. Yes! Yes! What a crazy level. I love it. Okay. What's the name of this level? Poof. Let's see. Shine. No. I always, sometimes I just think, oh, we use lights. It's about shining your light. Asynchronicity. It's just like a world. I like that. This is the very first Omega level. Probably won't be the first one, but in the world, but this is asynchronicity. Sick. 2 lanes split, hitting lights and warping. Crazy. This just means I did the level, and we have everything but I believe red. Everything but cyan. This is warps, lights, antimatter. All right. Good level. Crazy. It seems like if you're patient and you can find the right route, there's a pretty quick way of doing it. It'll take a good deal of playtesting to figure out that route. But we can go to our quests and say we did it. Woohoo! Quests completed. Hooray, we did it. Alright, we made 4 levels today. That's our goal whenever we're doing level creation days. We have about 50 levels left out of 160 to make. So that'll be about a month and a half if we're doing development every other day, which is the current plan, but it could change. Thanks for all who tuned in today, who are commenting and joining in on this creative process. Thanks for all who are going to watch this later on Twitch and YouTube. Tomorrow, I will be back at it with UFO 50 or a spooky Halloween game. We shall see if we're going to do something special. There's a possibility. As always, love you guys. Jesus loves you too, and I will catch you next time. Peace.